The relationship between the Labour leader Keir Starmer and his deputy Angela Rayner has long been an uneasy one, punctured by moments of discord, political manoeuvring, simmering tension, and revelations have in a book by Patrick Maguire and Gabriel Pogrund called Get In, have further exposed the cracks in their alliance, suggesting a level of mutual mistrust that has defined their working relationship since Starmer took charge of the Labour Party. So it's nothing new. The charge that Keir Starmer couldn't run a bath, this symbol of contempt, it's one of the most striking allegations in the book, is that Angela Rayner has privately mocked Starmer's competency, reportedly telling a confidant that he was incapable of running a bath. When questioned about the remark on Sunday with Laura Kuenssberg this morning, she didn't explicitly deny having said it, dismissing the claim as tittle-tattle, but failing to offer a categorical refutation. And this non-denial, alongside similar reports of Rayner's scepticism regarding Starmer's leadership, reinforces a long-standing narrative that she's little faith in his ability to govern effectively. The most explosive moment in their relationship came in 2021 after Labour suffered a humiliating defeat in the Hartlepool by-election. Starmer, under pressure to demonstrate decisive leadership, attempted to sack her from her role as deputy chair and national campaign coordinator, and the move spectacularly backfired. Trade unions and Labour's left-wing factions rallied around her, and instead of being demoted, she emerged even stronger, taking on the roles of Shadow Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster and Shadow Secretary of State for the future of work. And reports now suggest that she's seriously considering launching a leadership challenge, and indeed went to see the Pope to get his blessing, no doubt, with sources claiming that she has union backing, funding, and a mobilised support base ready to act. Ultimately, she chose to stand down rather than escalate the conflict to a full-blown confrontation. But although Starmer and Rayner belong to the Labour right, their political styles and ideological leanings diverge. Starmer has embraced a cautious Blairite approach, prioritising business-friendly policies and fiscal discipline. Rayner, by contrast, has cultivated a more populist, working-class image, engaging more directly with trade unions and grassroots members, and this ideological gap has occasionally played out in public. So, for example, Rayner's infamous scum comment in 2021, in which she referred to Conservative members in highly inflammatory terms, was met with Starmer's disapproval, with him making clear that such language was not acceptable. On policy, Rayner has signalled positions slightly to the left of Starmer, particularly on workers' rights and housing. However, she's ultimately aligned with Starmer's broader vision, likely out of political pragmatism. So while Angela Rayner holds the title of deputy leader, she's frequently absent from Starmer's inner circle when it comes to key policy decisions, and figures such as the Chancellor Rachel Reeves, the Educational Secretary Bridget Phillipson, appear to have closer working relationships with the Prime Minister, and reports suggest frustration within Rayner's team over her being left out of major decision-making processes. Her recent handling of the Grenfell Tower discussions further highlight the precariousness of her position within Labour's leadership, and survivors and bereaved families have accused her of being defensive, even aggressive, in meetings about the tower's demolition, leading to negative headlines and public criticism. Whether this was a simple miscommunication or a genuine instance of heavy-handedness, the controversy provides an opportunity for Starmer's allies to question her leadership skills. But despite these tensions, Starmer and Rayner can afford an outright rupture, I suppose, but probably not yet. Starmer likely keeps Rayner in her role to maintain party unity and avoid alienating Labour's more left-wing factions, and Rayner, for her part, seems to have calculated that challenging Starmer directly at this moment would be too risky given his current grip on the party machinery. But the fundamental issue remains: this is a relationship built on political necessity rather than mutual trust. And with Labour facing significant challenges, including backlash over unpopular tax policies and internal dissent over governance, the strain between its two most senior figures could become increasingly difficult to contain. If Labour stumbles in the polls or Starmer's authority weakens, Rayner may yet seize the opportunity to reassert herself more forcefully, or even indeed to challenge him outright. The tension between her and Keir Starmer has been simmering for years, and to bring it out into the open, to bring it out into the open doesn't change very much, and these moments of outright confrontation just betray what there is. The get-in revelations are merely the latest chapter, the latest revelation in a fraught political alliance that has survived out of pragmatism rather than mutual respect. And from that point of view, I would judge that actually the relationship between Rayner and Starmer is probably better than the relationship between a lot of senior politicians, sort of yoked together by convenient associations. While they maintain a facade of unity for now, history suggests that their relationship will remain an uneasy truce, one that could fracture entirely if political conditions were to shift.